As we have seen some of the points, some of the pictures, we are making the ignorance about small points which became or which fails our building. Okay, in the last lecture you can see these are the small, so we this in this area there is a that steel, there is cracks are developed, and if that cracks or goes on, that crack width is goes on increases, then again there will be a that width is goes on increases, and so that there will be a that steel from the inner side that will be going to be open into the air, and so that there is a failure of that component will be occur because of this cracking. You can see these cracks on this top area, which are, you can see this area is going to be somehow it will be bulk, it is bulk area, and so that their concretes will be the concrete cracks are developed on this top surface, and so that steel members are open into the air. In this picture you can see these are the columns, this column having the leakages and the seepages are occur, but these are the due to the seepages and the leakages there are the that leakages and seepages area, you can see this, and based on this there is that concrete material is going to be big, and this component is also going to become big, and so that area or that concrete member structural RCC member that is going to become big, so that there are the more chances of lapses of that failure mechanism of that component, like a column component of the RCC member. You can see these are the column members, but from these column members that steel members are open, and whatever the plastering on that column, that is also going to be fall down, and so that steel materials are open in there, and there is a corrosion will be occur, and because of this corrosion steel members strength is goes on reducing, and that affects on the strength property of the structure. You can see this picture of arch bridge. But from this arch bridge you can see at the top that plain area is not over to be there, that arch area that not constructed in well because of this, that width of the road that is not in a plain portion. You can see somehow the steel bridges, and in the steel bridges there are the corrosion of the steel will be occur, and that will be going to be corroded, so that its strength properties goes on reducing. You can see this corrosion of the steel. You can see this corrosion, how that area is corroded, steel area is corroded. Corrosion of steel. You can see this from the beam member as well as in the column member, that corrosion is occurred. You can see these steel members. If such a types of the structure will be over there, it having the resistivity power, and so that they will remain sustained with the resisting the loads which are coming on the structure, that are the dynamic loads. You can see this nature of that are the natural bridges, flywoods like that. These are the shrinkage cracks which are produces on the concrete, and if these are the shrinkage cracks, if the length is smaller, no problem. But if because of the environmental conditions, environmental exposure, that width of that cracks is goes on increases, so that the inner side steel is going to be open. Once the steel is open, then there will be a corrosion reaction will be occur, and so that component strength is goes on reducing. You can see this alkali aggregate reaction. What is mean by the alkali aggregate reaction? Alkalis.
मला इथनं दिसतंय तुला तिथनं दिसत नाव आहे खाती ती कहू का आपलं
Please mute all. Mute yourself. Alkali aggregate reaction. What is mean by the alkali aggregate reaction? Alkali aggregate reaction is nothing but alkalis from cement and aggregates silicate from the aggregate. So they react with each other. Alkali aggregate reaction from the alkalis from the cement and the silicates from the aggregate. They both reacts with each other, and the third component will be produces as a alkali silicate reaction, and alkali silicate reaction will be produces. And because of this alkali silicate reaction, these are the cracks which are developed on the top of the surface of the concrete. Okay. Alkali aggregate reaction. Alkali aggregate reaction is nothing but alkalis from cement and silicate from the aggregate. They both react with each other. When combined with each other, at that point alkalis from cement and the silicate from the aggregates, they combine with each other, and there is a reaction will be happen. And because of this reaction, there are the such a types of the cracks will be occurred on the top of the wall, and you can see these such a cracks which are on the top of the concrete wall. And second thing is that if that reaction is goes on increases, there are the these cracks width is also goes on increases. You can see these slab cracks. If the slab area is there, on that slab also there is a that reaction which is occur as a slab cracks, which are the cracks which are developed on the slab portion. So that if the cracks are developed, so that the strength of that slab portion is also goes on decreasing. You can see these thermal cracks which are because of the change in temperature. Somehow the temperature is less, temperature is more, and during that area, summer area, this such a types of thermal cracks are produced on the top of the concrete. If cracks are there, are the cracks because of the temperature changes, that cracks are developed, so that is known as the thermal cracks. And if the material is not, if material is not strong, then such a types of the cracks will be developed on the concrete are more, so that there should be a good material of good material like a concrete material should be over there. Uncontrolled water mixing. You can see that there is a mixer, and in that mixer there is a water is mixing with that concrete with that mixer, but that water is uncontrollable water. As per as our concrete mix design, we are going to use the water as per the weight balance and as per the ratio. But you can see here that water is adding, that is the uncontrollable water on the side. If such a cases are occur on the side, then automatically our concrete strength is goes on reducing because of the uncontrollable water. That water is going to be reduces the strength of the concrete. So it is known as the uncontrollable water mixing. You can see this, there is a concrete which is used on the site that is not well mixed with each other. They are using the hand mixing, but that concrete is not mixed well, and so that its strain that there will be a dry shrinkage will be produces, and segregation of the material is also present over there. So if such a concrete is used, then automatically the strength property of the concrete is also goes on reducing. You can see here this cover sun and rain. From the rain and from the sun, if some of the precast material are over there, so they were going to use the plastic for the covers because of this protected that area, protected that component from the sun and the rain. Some of the components we are using for in the concrete as a replacement of the cement like a fly ash. But if we use this as optimum as then and then we will achieve the properties, but somehow if the quantity of that fly ash is goes on increases, that will be becoming the property of that concrete will be less. Cement and fly ash both are mixed with each other as per the percentage. Again, there are the slag, GGBS, silica fumes, the dry husk ash, again metakaolin. Like a materials will use for the making of the concrete as a replacement of the cement. But as for the big structures, we can use the plasticizers and the super plasticizers, and which are useful for increasing the workability of the concrete. Okay, and for that purpose, that are the plasticizers. PVT plasticizer is the plasticizer which is useful for increasing the workability of the concrete. You can see these are the super plasticizers like a liquids, that is the polycarboxylate. They are super as it acts as a super plasticizer. If we use such a liquid into the water, then automatically that workability of the concrete is goes on increases. Concrete will become vertical for a more time. There are the admixtures which are reducing the shrinkages. So you can see this. There they have shown here one picture, that is the curd rice, good concrete, and it is known as the good concrete. If a concrete having all the materials which are cement, sand, aggregate, water, this all these material are mixed with each other, and this combination is becomes like this curd rice, then and then it is known as the good concrete. If the all the materials are not mixed in well, then that concrete is a bad concrete. Okay, you can see this as a curd rice. All the material should be combined with each other in such a way that that curd rice should be produced. Such a nature should be over there. Okay, then that concrete is known as the good concrete. You can see here. You can see here such a concrete is produced on the site. There is a water is more that is used into the concrete, and so that strength property of the concrete is goes on reducing. You can see here the flowability of the concrete. That flowability, that if water content is as per the proportion, then strength properties also goes on increases. If the water is more, and so that flowability of this concrete is also goes on increases. But such a properties are not good for the construction of structures. You can see this, that flowability is more, but such a concrete is not good for the constructions because of the flowing nature, that is the water content is more. If water is more, that strength automatically reduces. You can see this concrete material is that material, that concrete is enforced into the slab material, that is the slab area. Steel is reinforced, that is the already placed that steel members with respect to the horizontal and vertical, that is the main steel and distribution steel is placed, and based on this main steel distribution steel, that concrete is placed from the top, that is inserted into the steel bars for the slab making. Self compacting concrete, you can see this, that such a properties already we have seen into the concrete technology for the understanding of the self compacting concrete. That pouring of concrete should be in a well position. You can see here how this steel for the making of slab, how this steel area, that is the main steel distribution steel bars are produced or placed, and based on this how this concrete is poured into that area. These are the steel bars. If we use such a steel bars as a fiber reinforced concrete into the concrete, then what will be happen? That steel fibers acts as a resistance to the cracks. If such a steel fibers are acting like a resistance to the making of cracks, then crack from the concrete will be goes on reducing, and so that they are these steel fibers are concrete beneficial for the reducing the concrete cracks, so that such a fibers will use into the concrete. But as far as the steel fibers used into the concrete, that limit should be less than optimum limit. These are the steel fibers. Such a polypropylene fibers if we can use into the concrete, if such a polypropylenes we can use into the concrete, as well as at least its strength is goes on increases. Carbon fibers, you can see these carbon fibers, that carbon fibers also we can use for increasing the strength of concrete. Glass fibers are over here. Fresh FRC, you can see here, you can see here, this is the fresh FRC, that is the fiber reinforced concrete. In this concrete, you can see the cement, sand, aggregate, water, all are mixed with each other with respect to the steel fibers. But if we increase the steel fiber percentage, then what will be happen? That steel fibers from this concrete increases, and automatically the workability property of the concrete is goes on reducing. So that for increasing for up to a optimum limit, we can use the steel fibers into the concrete. They increase the strain property of concrete, and they reduce the they reduce the cracks, they reduce the width of the cracks, so that steel fibers are necessary to increase the strain property of concrete. You can see this area which is separated from each other, but there are these steel members, they are resisting, and at the last there is a this these two there is a separation between these two parts, but the steel fibers are resisting from each other. These are the aggregates GGBA, PFA, geopolymer concrete, activators, and the waters that all these materials you file using into the concrete mixing that should be well mixed in all the concrete. That concrete is mixed over here. The plasticizer, whatever the plasticizers are used into the concrete, that should be used into the concrete in the well manner, so that will get more strength. You can see this tip concrete. After casting or after this mixing of the concrete, we have to cast the cubes, which will give us an idea about the compressive strength of the concrete. We have to cast the split cylinders, which will get idea about the split tensile strength. We have to cast this beams like beams and which are tested under the bending and the shear. From that we'll get an idea about the bending failure of the beams. You can see this that crack width is goes on increases 0.13, 0.24, 0.40. Likewise, crack width is goes on increases. These are the small cracks, and for that purpose we have to make our concrete as a innovative concrete. We have to follow all the rules and regulation for achieving the good concrete. Now we'll see the lightweight concrete. These are the precast materials of lightweight material. You can see this some of the pictures of the finishing, colored finishing, finishing surfaces, avoid the flooring. Colored finishing you can see. You can see these are the sand manufacturing processes. Slag sand, you can see that is the copper sand. You can see this building is destroyed because of the weak bonding between the components, and that building is going to be collapsed. Recycled cores aggregate. You can see this fiber as a reinforcement. You can see this coconut that will be useful into the concrete making as a replacement of the aggregates, and they increases the strength also. You can see the slides. Colored finishing surface, you can see these are the precast members. These are the cracks on the walls. So for reducing these cracks, we have to make concrete as an innovative concrete. These are the cracks which are developed on the top of the concrete. Whatever the members we have tested, that should be under beams. That for the flexural, for the shear, we have to check, and we have to analyze. These are the compressive tests we are checking under the cube casting. That concrete is a stiff concrete. These are the concrete which is well mixed and it is a stiff concrete. Mixing. You can see this failure of this concrete because of this bonding becomes weak. Fiber reinforced concrete, in that steel fibers are used, but if that steel fibers are going to be increases, then automatically that workability of this concrete is goes on reducing, so that up to the optimum limit we have to use the steel fibers into the concrete. These are the glass fibers used into the concrete, carbon fibers, polymer fibers. These are the steel fibers you can see. You can see this pouring of concrete into the slab area, self compacting concrete.